And I'm gonna screw with this thing for a minute and see if I can't figure out why I'm not seeing comments. It says comments will appear here. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh well. So I've moved 6 feet since the last time I was on, which was I don't know, a little while ago. Oh well, let's land on. So the monopod fell. So yeah, everybody's doing a good job out here. Like at the cross intersections here, you know, we're leaving them open. Lots of passing traffic coming through, and they just zip on through. It's a one-way road. So yeah, we're just still heading north. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Where did you come in from?
Battle Creek.
Battle Creek. Okay. You work in any of the things that are shut down right now?
No, I'm retired, but I work for a company that's struggling part-time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work for a newspaper that's really having a very rough time right now.
How is it out in Battle Creek?
Pretty much shut down.
Is it all shut down?
Yeah.
How many cases do they have out there, you know?
In Battle Creek, we've had 2 deaths.
I just talked to a nurse. She was from Battle Creek. She said the hospital was shut down.
Oakland is shut down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's laid off right now. Crazy. That a hospital shut down.
Yep.
Imagine that.
Yep. Oakland Hospital laid off 200 people.
That's crazy. You would think that they'd have those people working.
Well, unless you've got this virus,
Right.
they won't let anybody in the hospital.
Oh, okay. Crazy. So they only take.
I know a guy that needs a heart bypass. They won't let him have it right now.
You gotta be sick with the COVID to get in.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's nuts. How long have you been out here then?
I got here about 11:30.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I made it this far from right there. It's been. I'm hoping to get up there. I mean, we got a few more blocks to go, but hopefully we can get up there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it another hour.
Yeah. I got nothing else to do. We'll see. There we go. Pass it by. So see that? People are just driving right on by. I'm American. I'm free. I will resist. She can't roll her window down. She's got a sign on it. But we got a little snow coming again. As some would say, snowflakes for all of us snowflakes. I heard that last night on my post. That we're just a bunch of snowflakes. The irony, I was told. Oh, I don't believe that for a minute. Well, yeah, that guy, he was retired. I'm sure you guys could hear him. Another guy from Battle Creek. And he said that people are not allowed to go to the hospital to get things done. That doesn't even make sense. I don't know. I'm not a hospital worker, so I don't know. I'm just here to bring you the footage of what's going on out here right now. Talk to some people. I don't know if you're watching, James, but I'm in Lansing. Look, letting the post worker drive through. Okay, no problem. Get on through, buddy. So that's how we're doing it. We're leaving it open for the people to get through on the cross streets. There's been, as far as I can tell, everybody just kicking it in their car, honking their horns, talking to other people through the windows, and yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if I could get past some new people and try to get some more stories from people, why they're out here, where they came from, that sort of thing. Yeah, I had a case of water back here. I thought it was regular sized bottles, and I've had it in there for about 2 weeks, and I finally opened it up, and it's just these little tiny things. A little disappointing, but I got enough of them, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna have a bunch of empty little water bottles instead of bigger water bottles. Oh, there's a helicopter. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. So it's a little tricky shooting out the window like that, just holding on the bottom of the monopod. And there's a little bit of a delay on the through the app, so forgive the not so good shooting. But I'm glad I brought this thing because it allows me to get up high and get some good shots. If I'd have been in my other car, I got a sunroof, I would have been able to shoot right out that. That would have been pretty good too. But it's all good. So we're still sitting here. There's a guy walking by with an assault rifle. I was a little scared he might start shooting people. Oh, there he is again. No, this is good stuff out here. I just want to get closer. You know what it is it's all the people in the front that are just sitting there. They're not moving. If we'd all started moving, at least we could get going. Everybody make a pass by. But all those people up in the front, my guess is that they're sitting there. I saw somebody sent me a picture and from the news, and like they're all hanging out their windows and you know, having a good old time out there in the front. Oh, what's this? Another helicopter. So yeah, this is supposed to go on till about 2 o'clock, but I don't see it ending at 2 o'clock. I think it might start thinning out at 2 o'clock, and then it'll allow people to still get through. So I think some of the diehards will probably stick around until they get a pass at the Capitol up there. But yeah, I wish I could see comments. So it really sucks not seeing comments, because I can't answer any questions that you guys might have. I know a few people have sent me messages and stuff, and it seems like there's some people dropping comments on YouTube and Facebook, and I've heard, so I just got off the phone with somebody, and apparently he's seeing a lot of hate for what we're doing. Which is crazy. Like, it's funny to me, like, you know, you get these Antifa and all these other things that people that protest things and you know, are causing damage to the cities and stuff, and breaking windows and starting fights and riots and burning the place down. But you got a bunch of people out here waving the American flag and sitting in their cars and honking their horns. It seems pretty peaceful to me, except for that scary guy with a gun. Let's see. Those people need to get a little closer to me here. Try to get them on camera. Yeah, a lot of big trucks. Like I said, a bunch of hillbillies and deplorables, as some of you would call it, or some people would. Not a lot of my friends think that way. It is what it is. You can think what you want to think. I can think what I want to think. So that's what makes it all good. I don't care how you think. I'm down here, or out here, because in support of our freedoms. You know, it's not about seeds. It's not about not being able to buy paint, because you can buy those things. It's just certain stores are being told that they can't even sell them. Now, do I work for that store? No. Do I own that store? No. Do I own a landscaping company? No. Oh, she said you ought to be ashamed. That was good. That was good. She said you ought to be ashamed, huh? Yeah. I couldn't read her signs though.
And the horse she rode in.
Oh. No, it's, you know, people. Right. That's the first one I've seen.
Yeah.
Where did you guys come in from? Mendon. All right. I'm streaming live right now.
Okay.
You guys are from Mendon?
Yep. South Kalamazoo.
Are you guys affected by all this?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
your
friends
business?
are. We are to a point that friends are more our children, yeah, they're grown and working while not working because we have 4 daughters and 2 aren't working because of this.
Right.
And one's not getting a stimulus check or something.
That should have hit last night, right?
Yeah.
Midnight.
Yeah. They're not affording to get it. Gee, this is the first time in Lansing for me in about 10 years. She's gonna fix the roads where 8/10 of a mile from the capital, and the roads are terrible. They're all potholes and patch.
Yeah, you're not lying.
She can't even fix within miles of her workplace, within 8/10 of a mile of her workplace.
Right.
She's done nothing for Michigan.
So I take it you didn't vote for her.
No. Absolutely not.
Right.
And never will.
Right. All right, nice chatting. Well, here comes the sun again with a little bit of the snow falling too. So yeah, like I said, or like I was saying, you know, personally, oh, this guy is just gonna zip on through. So personally, I'm not as affected as many people are, and that doesn't matter because I'm just standing with my people. So, you know, you can say what you want. You know, stay home, do your thing. I'm doing my part. We're doing our part. We're playing the game. You know, I'm the only one that goes shopping. I'm the only one that leaves the house. Keeping our social distance, respecting people's, you know, I got oh yeah, here it is. Got a little baggie with my little wipes when I go out. That's what I use. I got some hand sanitizer. You know, I'm playing the game. The problem is when like I said, these big stores, you know, we shouldn't be told what we can and when we can't buy and where we can't buy. That's the problem that I have with it, you know. So I do have friends that are affected with this, with their line of work, and you know, so I'm here in support of them, and you know, the guys that aren't working because they're shut down. And you know, the numbers don't lie either. You know, you want to go and talk about the sickness. Yeah, people are getting sick. They are getting sick. I get it. And you know, there is things that you know, these people are dying from, but I don't know. When I look at the numbers, you know, when I compare it to the flu, when I say, oh, it's the same as flu, and I think a lot of people are this way. People aren't necessarily comparing it to the flu in the sense of the severeness of the sickness, but comparing it into the numbers as far as the contagion, and you know, just as many people have been dying from the flu, if not more, for how long now with a vaccine. So that's where it gets a little screwy for me. It's like, what? Well, why did we shut down the world for something like this? It's, I don't know. So that's what I look at as the numbers on that. And the recovery rate's pretty good. Now, you know, we haven't seen our family. We walk by on the sidewalk and keep our distance because, you know, God forbid I do pass it to someone in my family. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that one. So, and I'm sure as I'm not catching anything out here sitting in my car. And then the kicker is that they're talking about mail-in voting. So Hawaii apparently already sent out the letters, the ballots, not the ballots, but these letters. It was a card saying that you got to fill this thing out because they're going to do vote by mail in Hawaii. That's what they're already taking those steps. That's in November. How the hell do you think that we're not going to be able to vote in November? Like, I don't get it. So somebody said to me, well, you know, because we can go to the I was saying we could go to the grocery store, stand in line 6 feet apart, and get what we need. It's all fine and dandy, but when it comes to voting, we can't do that. And then somebody said to me that they made a point, which was, you know, not everybody is out shopping at the same time, whereas on voting day, everybody has to go and vote that one day. I get it. That makes sense. Yeah, there'll be more people, but that just means, in my opinion, a longer line, because everyone's got to be 6 feet apart, if it's still that way in November. So what's the problem? Just distance everybody. You know, just have long ass lines. You know, and I'm trying to remember. I think in 2012, I had a big line that I stood in, and that would have been, we would have never been able to do it with the rules right now, because, I'm sorry, the way that we were for 2012 would have never passed. There was no social distancing, but we could have been out in the cold, out in the parking lot. But I think in 2012, I got in and got out, like, you know. So I don't know. Depends on where you're at, I guess, and how busy your polling station is. But oh, maybe we're moving. You gotta let me go, buddy. You gotta let me go. Let me go. Let me get up here 5 feet. I gotta feel accomplished. Yeah, I moved. I'm beyond the intersection. Well, I'm kind of in the middle of it, but I did get I got the one truck between me. That's what I was been hoping for. So now I don't have the guy in the Bronco. That guy in the Bronco was gassing me out bad. So there's another 20 minutes there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and maybe once we get up another block or so, I'll jump back on. So maybe I'll just make a few phone calls and check my Facebook feed and see what people are saying. Yeah, so I'll check back in a little bit. It's fun. I wish you were out here with me. You guys missed out. Nothing like sitting in a traffic jam. Later.